Imagine a lone figure wandering through the mist-shrouded Scottish Highlands, their footsteps echoing through valleys filled with ancient secrets. What if I told you that in Scotland, the land of kilts and castles, there are stories so strange, they'll make you question everything you thought you knew? These aren't just ghost tales whispered around a fire. They are chilling accounts, woven into the very fabric of the country. Welcome, everyone, to a journey into the heart of Scotland's most perplexing mysteries. From phantom pipers to creatures of the deep, we're about to explore the tales that have haunted this land for centuries. So, grab a warm drink, settle in, and prepare to have your spine tingled. These are the strange stories from Scotland that will definitely keep you awake. Let's start with a classic, but with a twist you might not know. Everyone's heard of the Loch Ness Monster, affectionately known as Nessie. But did you know the first recorded sighting dates all the way back to the 6th century? The story goes that an Irish monk, St. Columba, encountered a water beast that had attacked a local man in the River Ness. With the sign of the cross, he commanded the beast to retreat, and it obeyed. Was this the same creature people claim to see today? The photographs may be blurry, and the sonar readings debatable, but the legend itself is ancient, rooted in a time when myth and reality were one and the same. It's not just a modern tourist trap, it's a mystery that has endured for over 1,500 years. Now, let's travel from the deep waters to the blood-soaked stones of Glamis Castle, one of the most haunted places in all of Britain. This isn't your typical story of a sad, wandering spirit. Glamis is home to a secret so dark, it's said to be known only to the Earl of Strathmore and his heir. The legend speaks of a hidden chamber, where a monstrously deformed heir to the earldom was locked away centuries ago. This monster of Glamis was said to have lived to a great age, his existence a terrible family secret. Others claim the chamber holds a pact with the devil, where a nobleman lost his soul in a game of cards and is now forced to play for all eternity. Whatever the truth, visitors and staff have reported hearing inexplicable noises, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling an oppressive sense of dread in certain parts of the castle. The secret room has never been found, but the story persists, a chilling reminder that some secrets are better left buried. Have you ever heard a sound that you just can't explain? Imagine hearing the mournful sound of bagpipes where no piper can be seen. This is the legend of the Phantom Piper of Edinburgh Castle. The story tells of a time when a new network of tunnels was discovered beneath the Royal Mile, leading from the castle to the Palace of Holyrood House. To explore them, the authorities sent a young piper boy down into the darkness. He was instructed to play his bagpipes loudly so those on the street above could track his progress. The sound of his pipes traveled along the Royal Mile. Then suddenly, about halfway down, they stopped, and the boy was never seen again. Search parties found no trace of him. To this day, people walking along the Royal Mile, particularly near the point where the music ceased, report hearing the faint ghostly sound of bagpipes, playing from beneath their feet, a lonely eternal melody for a boy lost to the darkness below. Let's venture north to the desolate and windswept Flannan Isles. In December 1900, a passing ship noted that the lighthouse, which was meant to be a beacon of safety, was dark. A relief vessel was sent to investigate. When the keeper, Joseph Moore, arrived at the landing, he was met with an eerie silence. The lighthouse door was unlocked, and inside, things were even stranger. A meal of salted mutton and potatoes was left half-eaten on the table, a chair was overturned, and 2 of the 3 keepers' oilskin coats were missing. The keepers themselves, Thomas Marshall, James DeCat, and Donald MacArthur, had vanished without a trace. There were no signs of a struggle, no bodies, and the logbook entries stopped abruptly. Theories range from a rogue wave sweeping them away to a fight among the men, or even something far more supernatural. The official report concluded they were washed out to sea. But the lack of bodies and the strange scene left behind have made the Flannan Isles lighthouse a timeless maritime mystery. What could have caused 3 experienced keepers to abandon their post and disappear into the unforgiving sea? Our next story takes us to the eerie Rosslyn Chapel, a place made famous by the Da Vinci Code, but whose real mysteries are even more compelling. This 15th century chapel is covered in intricate and bizarre carvings that have puzzled historians for centuries. You'll find depictions of what appear to be corn and aloe vera plants that were supposedly unknown in Europe before Columbus's voyages to the Americas. How did they get here? The chapel is also steeped in legends of the Knights Templar. It's rumored to be the final resting place of the Holy Grail, the head of John the Baptist, or even the lost treasure of the Templars, hidden away in a sealed vault beneath the chapel floor. Ground-penetrating radar has indeed shown anomalies and voids beneath the chapel, but the owners have forbidden excavation. What secrets are they protecting? The carvings, the legends, and the refusal to dig create a tantalizing puzzle that suggests Rosslyn Chapel holds a truth far stranger than fiction. From sacred chapels to menacing specters, let's talk about the Grey Man of Ben Macdui. Ben Macdui is the second highest mountain in Britain, and it is said to be haunted by a terrifying entity known as Amphir Lyathmore, or the Big Grey Man. Climbers who have encountered it describe an overwhelming sense of dread and the feeling of being followed by a massive, shadowy figure. They hear the crunch of giant footsteps on the gravel behind them, always just out of sight in the thick mountain mist. One famous account from respected climber Professor Norman Colley describes him fleeing in terror from the summit after hearing these footsteps. He felt an eerie presence and an intense, unnatural fear. Is it a trick of the light and sound in the desolate landscape? A psychological phenomenon brought on by isolation and altitude? Or is there truly an ancient guardian watching over the mountain? Many experienced mountaineers refuse to dismiss the stories, and the legend of the Grey Man remains one of Scotland's most frightening outdoor encounters. Let's return to Edinburgh, a city built upon layers of history and sorrow. Beneath the bustling city streets lie the Edinburgh Vaults, a series of dark, damp chambers that were once home to the city's poorest souls in the 18th century. Conditions were horrific, and the vaults became a breeding ground for crime, misery, and disease. After being sealed up for over a century, they were rediscovered in the 1980s and are now known as one of the most paranormally active places in the world. Visitors report being touched, having stones thrown at them, and hearing disembodied voices whispering in the dark. One particularly famous spirit is a malevolent entity known as Mr. Boots, who is said to haunt the vaults, his heavy footsteps echoing in the stone corridors. Ghost hunters and paranormal investigators flock here, capturing strange electronic voice phenomena and shadowy images. Are these the tormented souls of those who lived and died in these wretched conditions, trapped for eternity in their underground prison? Finally, let's explore the legend of Sawney Bean. Now, this one is debated by historians, but the story is too gruesome to ignore. In the 15th or 16th century, a man named Alexander Sawney Bean and his partner are said to have taken up residence in a coastal cave in Galloway. Over 25 years, they produced a large, inbred clan. To survive, they allegedly ambushed, robbed, and murdered travelers, over 1,000 of them. The clan would then drag the bodies back to their cave, dismember them, and pickle the remains for food. The story goes that they were finally discovered when a potential victim escaped and alerted the authorities. King James VI himself is said to have led a manhunt, found the cave littered with human remains, and had the entire clan captured and executed without trial. While many historians believe the story is folklore, a cautionary tale against savagery, its graphic details have cemented it as one of Scotland's most disturbing legends. Real or not, the tale of the Sawney Bean clan paints a terrifying picture of what can lurk in the darkest corners of the world. From missing lighthouse keepers to cannibal clans and ghostly pipers, Scotland is a land where the past is never truly gone. It lingers in the mist, echoes through the glens, and whispers from the stones of ancient castles. Which of these stories sends the biggest shiver down your spine? It's fascinating to think that in our modern, scientific world, these mysteries still hold such power over our imaginations. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the strange and unexplained tales of Scotland. If you enjoy peering into the shadows with me, please give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more explorations of history's greatest mysteries. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until then, stay curious and maybe sleep with a light on tonight.